Hello, hello. Happy Sunday night. Trying to get my tech all set here. We've got some, they've changed YouTube every time I come in here, so there's always something different. So if you can hear me, please pop into the chat and say hello so I know that the sound is good and that you can see me. I'm excited today. I'm going to be doing some magazine paper choosing, so to speak. We're going to be going through and cutting out some magazine papers. We're going to talk about how we choose which pages to use. And I'm going to show you some tips for cutting out the pages nice and smoothly. It'll be fun. Go ahead and pop a hello into the chat for me so that I know everything is working good. Tell me who's here. Hey, Jenny, nice to see you again, too. Not sure how far behind my video is from the actual, like there's a delay on the video. So it looks like there's quite a good delay going on right now. So it may be a couple of minutes before I see your responses to my questions tonight. I don't know. I don't like when that happens. Give me one. So it's been an interesting weekend for me, actually. Hey, Pam. Glad to see you. I actually came down with something on Friday and spent most of Friday night and yesterday sleeping. And then today I just felt so much better. I don't know. I think I was just tired. I don't think I was actually sick. I think I was just tired from teaching. I teach a class called How to Make Money When You Don't Have a Job at our local community college. And that it's every night for 3 hours during the week. And it really tires me out. Hey, Aisha. Haven't missed anything. Angie, it's 12 midnight. Oh my goodness. Bless your heart, as the Southern say. So glad you could pop in and say hi. All right, so it sounds like you guys can hear me okay. So I think we're going to go ahead and get started, especially for Angie, it's midnight. So if you're in the Paper Bead Fanatics Facebook group, or if you look at my Facebook page, you have seen the posts that I've done about Lori. And Lori is a member of Paper Bead Fanatics, and she is going on a mission trip to Colombia in March. And she is going to go there to help out with a girls' home, and it's for young pregnant girls. And it is brand new. They just built it. It's very exciting. And one of the things she's going to do while she's there is teach the girls how to paper bead. So I am sending over some paper bead rollers for Lori. I'm donating those that she can leave there at the home. And another thing that we asked is for any members of Paper Bead Fanatics who had some extra strips on hand to go ahead and send Lori some magazine strips so that she could tuck them into the corners of her suitcase and take them there, and the girls would have pre-cut strips to practice with or to actually make beads with. I think it's really cool that Lori's doing this because the girls can not only do they get a fun craft that they can do, and even with some of the older kids that are there can do it as well, but this is a craft that they could actually make into a business. I mean, they could make jewelry for themselves, they can make jewelry to sell to raise money for the home, or they could start their own businesses to support their families, and I think that it's a pretty cool thing. So Lori's only got 50 pounds in her suitcases. I don't know how many pre-cut strips she will be able to take, but she could always mail the rest. So hopefully she will get flooded with magazine strips from the Paper Bead Fanatics group. If, by the way, you are not a member of Paper Bead Fanatics, you can click the link in the description below this video and head over there and join our free Facebook group. It's just a safe, happy place for everybody to come in and support each other and show pictures of things you're working on. Even if it's your very first paper bead, that's okay. We don't care. Or if you've been doing it for years, we would love to see all of the beautiful things. Hey, Cheryl. We'd love to see all the beautiful things. So, so I'm going to get started. Let me show you what I've got over here. I have, there we go. I have a billion magazines. So I had a doctor's appointment. It was a physical therapist, so no germs. And they were just about to clean out their magazine stash and put the new ones in. So they had all of this stuff: Golf Week, GQ, Entrepreneur. What is this one? This is the, Hola, USA, All Recipes, Family Circle, Diabetic Living. We just have tons, even Southern Living in there. Tons of magazines that the PT office gave me to go ahead and send to the girls. So I am going to page through here, and I'm going to put these to the side, and I apologize if there's any kind of noise from the microphone. I tried to cushion it so that as if I'm hitting the desk, you won't get any noise, but tell me if that's happening. When I first started paper beading, I struggled to figure out what pages would make the best beads. And I didn't really see any videos on YouTube about it. I think there's maybe a couple out there now, but I figured this would be a great exercise to do, just to go through, and you guys can give me your tips for how you choose. And, and I'll kind of go through and tell you my thoughts as we go. But also, I want to make sure that I'm only picking the best pages. If I were doing this for me, I might use more pages than what I'm going to pull out of here. But because Lori has limited space in her suitcase, I want to make sure that what we're sending to the girls are the prettiest beads. So that's what we're going to do. Now, to cut out the pages in these magazines, I'm going to use this tool right here. And this is a ceramic pen cutter. And it's pretty awesome. So it's got a cap on it like a pen. And it's got just this tiny little ceramic blade. And what's cool about it is it doesn't cut you. It's perfectly safe to use. This is great for kids to use as well. But I like to use it for cutting out these magazines because it just makes things so much easier than scissors. It's so much faster, and it gives me a nice clean straight cut. So these are what we're going to cut out right now. And right now I'm just going to cut out the pages themselves. So we'll talk about how we choose colors, give tips and things like that. Aisha, I don't use magazines a whole lot myself either. So Gina from Belly Beads calls me the cardstock queen. I like to use 65-pound cardstock because the colors are so pretty. But a lot of people do use the magazines, and you can always paint them as well if you don't like the color they come out. So that's nice too. But we're going to send our magazines because it's lighter as well. It's a much thinner paper, and it's very light. So all you have to do is you take the cutting pen, and you just go right along. And there we go. So I think we're going to go ahead and do this. I think this would make a gorgeous kind of black and red bead. Or if they would rather, the other side has all this beautiful green. This is a golf magazine. And I'm going to take the next page as well. I love it when there's a double page spread because then you can get matching beads, more matching beads out. And that's one of the things I love about using cardstock is that I can go ahead, I'm going to get this one too. This has tons of great blues and reds. Is that I can, see, here's the little trick with this though. If you turn it at all, it will go off straight. Now, I have a stack over here, kind of has gotten a little beat up as I've been working, but I pulled a stack out. When I catch something like this that has really good colors on half, but not on the other half, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this too and put it in a separate stack, because here towards the end of our live, I'm going to show you how you can take some of these papers that half of it is pretty, and we can do something really nice with those. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead again. I have to make sure you can see this is at a slant. I don't know how well you can see that. You have to make sure that you've got this lined up straight if you want to make a straight cut. So I'd love to hear from you guys, those of you who do use magazines. What do you look for when you're cutting magazines? What kind of pages do you like to have the most? Is it all about the color? Does it have to be a full color page? Do you use pages with words on them? And if you do, how does that come out? Hey Mary, how are you doing? Ooh, look at this. I love the full page of pictures. Look at, it's like, this is the golf magazine. So far I've used like every single page. Maybe I should have just cut the whole thing as it was, right? I figured a golf magazine would do it. This pen tool, you can get it on my website. It's paperbeadrollers.com, and the link directly to the pen tool is in the description, should be in the description of this live. But if you go to the website, paperbeadrollers.com, and you just type the word pen, this should come up. So I am loving this. It's $5.99, and if you're in the US, shipping should be $3. And you can throw in any of the other light stuff that's on the website, like the jewelry findings and stuff, and your shipping will still just be a flat $3. Once you go over a certain weight, it'll change to $6, but you can go pretty far on the $3 shipping. I think I'm going to skip this, even though it's got some good colors. It's got a lot of text, and I think, again, just because I'm being really picky. Oh, but this side? Yeah, we're going to go with this side. Because I'm being really picky, I might have used that for myself, but for the girls in Columbia, I'm gonna be pretty picky about what I pick. See, now this is good. This is what I was talking about when you have like a page where most of it is just gorgeous colors, but then you've got a part of it that's not. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out and put it in my stack to the side. That where I'm gonna do something fun at the end. So again, you wanna make sure that this pen tool is straight. There we go. And you get a perfectly straight cut, no jaggy edges, so much faster than using the scissors. Pam, you're doing strips for Lori too? Oh, that is awesome. I'm so excited. Okay, this one does have some text on it. I don't know, what do you guys think? This one that has the red text, that might actually be okay. I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to keep going because there's a delay on the, there we go, there's a delay. So you guys let me know if you think this one with the golf, if the golf will work. Pam is using the covers. Yes, and actually I'm planning on using this cover as well, but I'm going to do it at the end so that I don't destroy the magazine before I get the rest of these pulled out. One thing you want to be careful of if you're doing it with this cutter is whatever you have down here, and actually now that I think about it, I'm going to just put another magazine down here. Sometimes I've noticed when I come off the magazine, I'll hit right here. Oh, you can't see it. I'll hit here. It's like you're coming down and I'll hit. So make sure that whatever surface you're doing this on, it's either a cutting mat or you put another magazine under. This one isn't so bad. Can I pull it? The back side of this one. So let's try. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. See, I like that purple. I wish it was more. Oh, this one's good with all the blue. Let's do the other side of this one. There we go. Pam, the papers you thought were ugly made the prettiest beads. I know. Isn't it funny how you just can't tell, right? You just never know how these papers are going to come out. We're going to use that side. It's hard to predict, for sure. All right, let's keep moving here. Oh, such pretty golf courses. I don't really play golf. I've tried. I'm not so good at it. Any of you, if you have tips, ooh, I'm going to use this one right here. If you have tips for how to pick the best pages, what are the absolute best pages? We're going for the best because, like we said, Lori doesn't have a lot of room in her suitcase. I like that one. So I only want to send her beads that are, or papers that are going to really work well. I think so, that one. Oops, I ripped the corner a little bit, but. Oh, look at that sunset. Gosh, I wish it was a whole page. Because with this, you're not going to really see a whole lot of it. It's kind of in the middle. Yeah, see, Pam, I found the same way. I can't really tell till I roll them up either. I'm going to take the other side of this one. I'm going to take this other one. Maybe they can do shorter beads and get this towards the end so that it shows. I mean, that's always a possibility with some of these pages. Jenny, yes, magazine paper does make a very small bead. One thing you'll need to do, I think I'm going to take these 2 pages because this might make a nice, if you've got this color and then you've got white on one end and black on the other, that actually might make some really nice alternating beads for a necklace. I usually layer my magazine beads. So I don't use just one. I'll use like sometimes even 12 magazine papers for one bead because they're just too tiny. They're just a little too small. And like I said, that's why I like the cardstock. I like big, thick, chunky, beads. Got a little off there on that one. Gotta be careful. You gotta make sure this pen is facing the right way. And if you're interested in one of these cutter pens, they are on my website, paperbeadrollers.com. They're $5.99, $3 shipping, but you can get a ton more stuff and still have just $3 shipping. I do flat. If you're in the U.S., I do flat rate shipping on my website. So that does, you can order more and have the same price of shipping. Look at that. So Pam, you're cutting all different sizes. That's what I was thinking. When I go to actually cut the strips out of these, I was trying to decide what I was going to do for the actual strips for them. So I was thinking, yeah, like some really thick ones, like maybe an inch or 2, and then some real tiny ones. That should be nice. That'll have a nice black stripe in the middle if they roll, if this end is the small end. Maybe even some half sizes, not so long strips. Yeah, I think I'm going to try that too. And maybe I'll clip the stacks together so that you can see like which sizes match. It's got a little too much text. All right, we got a lot of green and blue. I wonder what kind of bead he would make. I'm going to cut this out for me. I just want to see what kind of bead this guy would make. What do you think? We'll do him at the end, maybe, ourselves. Because you never know. You never know what kind of bead it's going to make. Oh, that's got some nice pinks and purples. All right, we're going to do that one. So again, I got to turn it so that I'm straight on my angle. And then I just pull right down. And there we go. Perfect straight cut. I love these pens. I think architects use these pens a lot. I have found... Oh, yeah. We're taking these two. Now, here's the other thing. Okay, let's see if this works. I'm going to try it. I had this work the other day. So I'm going to press a little harder. I'm going to see if I can cut both pages at once. If I press hard enough. Let's see what I got. There's one. Nope, I didn't press hard enough. Ugh. Thought I was going to get it. I was able to do that the other day. Oh, and I got a little out on that one. But there we go, 2. We got a double pager. I know, experimenting is the fun part, right? You never know what you're going to get. All right. I'm getting bored of golf courses. Let's see. Aw, he's got a goat caddy. That's funny. All right, I'm going to take this one. It's got some browns in it. We don't have a lot of browns yet. We may in some of these other ones. Oh, I didn't get it all the way to the top. There we go. Can't believe he's got a goat caddy. That's hilarious. All right, give me some more stuff. We got so much. Okay, it's a double pager. We got to do a double pager. Let's see if I can get through both again. I'm going to give it another shot. You ready? Okay, I'm going to line it up. I'm going to press real hard. I pulled it out a little bit. I got one. Oh, I almost did it. I got it here at the end, but it's going to rip if I don't go back over the top here. I didn't quite get it through the top. Oh, that's a tough one. What am I hitting? Am I hitting glue maybe? I might be hitting some glue from the magazine. That might be why that didn't work. There we go. All right, double pager. Ooh, Pam, that's a great idea. Using regular printer paper and then watercoloring it is a brilliant idea. That's a great way to get some nice colors. I also have done that, like I'll start out with a colored paper and then I'll get some ink pads, like for stamping, and I'll do some direct to paper work on them. Oh, that's pretty. You might notice that even when I'm wanting this side, I'm always cutting it over here. That's because of just, number one, I'm right-handed, and so it's just easier for me to go down this side of the page. You could do it either way though, whatever works for you. Mary wants to know, what is the best glaze to use? Well, there's quite a few you can choose from, so it's something that you can experiment with and see. So my very favorite glaze is called Diamond Glaze. It's a little pricier. I'm going to put this back down so I don't cut my vinyl underneath. Diamond Glaze is called Judikins Diamond Glaze. It's a little bit pricier than some of the other glazes. Sometimes it can be a little harder to find. You can get it on Amazon, and right now I have some in stock on my website. But it dries thin. You put several coats on, and it's gorgeous. It's super shiny. Of all the ones that I've used so far, that is my favorite. But I also like, that's a nice one right there with those blues and greens. I also like Triple Thick from Deco Arts. Hey, Felicia. Glad you popped in. Triple Thick from Deco Arts is a good one. Now, these are all brush on. I do a lot of brushing. If you're wanting to dip, okay, I think we're done with this magazine. We're going to flip over to the Entrepreneur. Now, I got to tell you guys, I did not think Entrepreneur would have a lot in it. And again, I'm leaving this under here just to make sure that I don't cut my vinyl underneath, my pretty vinyl. I'm going to go back and get that cover. But, okay, here we are. Okay, so for dipping though, a lot of people use PC Petrifier first. I'm going to skip that one. To make the beads hard, and then they use polyacrylic, it's called. It's in a can. You can get it from the hardware store. PC Petrifier, I bought from, ooh, this is nice. I'm going to get these 2 pages. Cigarettes. Yeah, that's okay. We're going to make it into a beautiful paper bead. PC Petrifier I bought from Amazon, and the polyacrylic you can get from Walmart or any hardware store usually carries the polyacrylic. That's literally what it's called, polyacrylic. It's in a blue can, like a paint can. And so for dipping, that's what a lot of people use. You can dilute the polyacrylic with some water. Gina from Belly Beads has a really good dipping tutorial. I am not a dipper. I have been working on it, you guys. I thought for sure I made a dipping box. I was like, oh, dipping's going to be the thing. I have not been able to really master it. I find brushing to be easier for me. And I really think it's just, you know, what do you think? Should we do some black and white beads? Should I do the black and white? I mean, why not? I think so. I think I'm going to do it. Oh, Felicia, you're going to send some too? Nice. They're going to appreciate that. Thank you so much, you guys, for helping Lori out. Lori is a new paper beater, by the way. She does not have a lot of experience paper beading, but she decided that that was a really good craft to do for them. And so it's really helping her out that we're sending her this stuff, because it's not, oh, we're going to do that one too. It's not something that she has done a whole lot of. So she's kind of in a learning, oh, look, I got both that one without even trying. She's in a bit of a learning curve too. But I think I was going back to say, Gina from Belly Beads has a really good dipping tutorial. If you need help dipping, I would go and check her out. We're going to do this page. Yeah, just this page. I like the colors on her dress and his shirt. I know. Lori posted pictures. She has been shopping like crazy at craft stores, grabbing all the stuff the girls might need to stock them up to do this. She is prepared, that girl. So I got a little off with my thing. Nice. I'm excited to see the pictures when she gets there and is able to work with them. I can't wait to see this. Let's try this one. It's got some pretty blue and pretty red. That'll make nice contrast. Even though it's got some text, I think it'll be all right. All right. I think when we get done with this magazine, I'm gonna cut up that one page at least. And I want to see, just so we can kind of see what kind of beads it's going to make. Because who was it who said, I want to look. Somebody mentioned that some of the ugliest pages make the best beads. I think it was Pam, but, oh, look, I got both of these. Woohoo! I got 3 that time. Woo! I'm getting good with this cutter. I love this thing. Keep going. This one's pretty good. It's got some nice purples. And then we'll also do our collage ones where I cut out these pages that had like some good color on it, but then some text. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with those as well. So not too much longer. We're almost done with this magazine. Then we'll be doing some more fun stuff. Okay, loving the orange. Loving it. Honestly, they gave me so many magazines. I'll have magazine papers for years. Hey, Regina. Welcome. You're new. Well, we're glad you came. Oh, look, it's a cat. Funny. What we're doing right now is we are cutting out magazine papers to send over to Columbia to a girls' home because one of our Facebook group members, Lori, is headed over there on a mission trip. She's going to teach them how to paper bead. So we're helping her out by sending her some magazine pre-cut strips or other stuff. Whatever anybody has they want to send will probably work. I'm sure, like I said, if it's too heavy for her suitcase, she can mail. Look at that. Oh, this is the back cover. So I'm going to get the covers later. All right. So let's do collage first. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with these. So again, here's the cutter. We're going to pull this back out in a minute to actually cut some strips. We'll see how that goes because I haven't actually tried it yet. I'm famous for doing things for the first time in front of you all so you can see me screw up like everybody does. Which is kind of fun, actually. So I got these papers. See, these are the papers that I thought had really pretty pieces, like this right here. But then the rest of it wasn't going to make such a good bead. And so I pulled them out. Actually, that side looks really nice. Might leave that side. I was looking at that yellow, I think. And we're going to combine them using, ta-ta-da, some glue stick. Gina from Belly Beads is here. Gina in the house, people. Yay, Gina. Gina's the one I was talking about a minute ago where I said she has the best dipping video. All right. So, Regina, if you have any questions as we go, please post them. We love questions. Don't we, guys? All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out a couple pages. So, like, this page right here, I think is really pretty except for the bottom. So I'm going to try to find something that might go on that would make a really pretty bead. So if we put this down here, then we'll have this beautiful orange, and then in the middle or at the top of a beautiful kind of stripe. Let's see if I have any other things. Now here's some red. I could throw some red in there to match. That actually would match better, but then we have more contrast with this. So maybe we'll just do that. Yeah, let's do that. So what I'm going to do, make sure I don't have any good pieces under. I'm going to use these two magazines as sort of my cutting mats. Gina is a superstar. All right, and then I'm just going to take my cutter, make sure I'm lined up straight again, and I'm just going to come straight down the center of the page. Oh, pulled too hard. Huh. And I've cut off this piece that I want. This other piece going in the trash. There's my yellow that I like. So now what I'm going to do is line this up where I want it. I'm going to go ahead, I think, and glue it on. So let's do that. Take the glue stick. Just liberally, because I don't want this coming undone while they're rolling. So I'm going to put a ton of glue on this sucker. And then I'm going to carefully glue it down. And I may have to come back and kind of get the edges a little. That's fine. I can do that. Huh, that's all right. This edge is a little light. So let me go. All right, so just ran it under that edge a little bit. All right, so now we're done. And I'm gonna come back and just trim off. Can I just tell you, I love that I don't have to pick up the scissors. Because especially I have a little bit of arthritis in this hand, and that makes it so much easier. All right, and then I need another color. Well, I guess I could leave the white. Oh, look, I have another one of those. I could actually go ahead and continue. Let me cut this one out too. This pen will cut through cardstock, 65-pound cardstock as well. All right. Aw, Pam, thank you. That's awesome. Well, Gina and I make a good pair, I think. I think we complement each other very well. We have different styles and different ways of doing things, and I love that about our little partnership, our little friendship here, because there's more than one way to do everything. I mean, and I feel like especially any craft, not just paper beading, but really any craft, you've got to be able to find your own style. And I love the jewelry Gina makes. I think it's gorgeous. She sells that, I believe, on her new website. And she just has some brilliant ideas on her channel. So I think her and I make a great team. All right. Yes, these pens are fabulous. I bought a few, so if they get popular, I'll buy more though. But I am stocked. I've got a good, I don't know, 20 or so. All right. And then I'm going to just trim off the end. Or, you know what, guys, look. I mean, I just made this longer. So technically you could use this method of taping to make this longer before you even cut. So I might do that. The only thing is it won't match any of the length of the other papers, but I think that's fine. So I mean, just leave that longer. So there we go. There's another page for them. Jenny, it does cut 65. I'll show you. I've got a strap right here that I was actually playing with earlier, but I'll do it right in front of you. So here's a scrap. This is 65-pound cardstock. Right there. Oh, of course, I had to pull it, but it will cut it without having to pull it. I just wasn't pushing hard enough. There we go. Cuts 65 pounds. Love this thing. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So let's go ahead and cut some strips out of our golf guy, because I just want to see what kind of beads he makes. Where'd he go? Here he is. There's our golf guy. Let me get a ruler. I think my good metal one's downstairs. I like my metal ruler better, but this one will do. Any ruler will do. Yes, Gina, it totally feels weird to cut out by hand. So I use my scan and cut, and because I have some back issues, I don't really cut regular anymore. But yeah, the cutting out by hand is weird because the scan and cut, you can do magazine paper with it, but it just takes so long to do. You have to do one page at a time. And I don't know, I just feel like it takes forever, and so I like being able to cut more than one page at a time. Although, look how fast this goes. I'm not even really going to size these. I'm not going to measure them out. I'm just going to cut some, and we'll see what we get. How about that? Look at me, I'm living dangerously. Here, I guess I better cut it this way so that the small end can go, otherwise I'm going to have a tear. Yes, a quilting ruler. I need to get a quilting ruler then. I have oh, that one I didn't press hard enough. I was talking instead of thinking. I have a triangle ruler. Oh, there we go. I guess it did go. I just have to pull it a little bit. That is really long. It has a bend in it. I should totally be using that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go from the thicker end, even though this feels a little weird to be pulling away from me like that. See, it makes me feel, there we go. I need to press harder to get it completely apart. It just feels weird to pull away from me like that. Okay, and again, if you just came in late, I'm gonna tell you that if you're cutting with this pen, you see how it's got sort of a wedge shape, and then the cutting part is kind of at the tip of the wedge. So you got to make sure that you're cutting straight, that you're holding it straight. Okay, part of my problem is that I'm off the magazine there. Because if you turn the pen at all, you're going to go off on a weird tangent. Because look, you can cut with this in circles. It doesn't have to be a straight line. You can do all kinds of crazy cuts. Oh, Pam got her ruler, her quilting ruler at AC Moore while they're going out of business. Yeah, I need to get back there. When I was there before, they did not have the best deals. They were still, it was like that whole, let me see if I can do it from this direction. I think it's, I don't know. Oh, that worked. Yeah, there we go. That actually worked better. They had that thing where they were sort of jacking up the prices, and so you had to really be careful or you were going to end up with something. Actually, I got to go this way. End up with something that was normal price. Yeah. But I got some really good Christmas stuff. Gina lost internet. Man, girl, your internet. What is up? They need to fix this for you. There we go. Look how fast it is to do the manual cutting. I'm talking and cutting at the same time, so I'm probably slower, but it's just so fast. Didn't press hard enough. I'll get the hang of it. I've only used this a couple of times before I hopped on live with you guys to use it, which is always a dangerous thing, but I don't mind looking, you know, like I don't know what I'm doing sometimes, because guess what? We all have to learn, including me. And I know you guys understand how it is. Gina, why am I cutting out by hand anyway? Whoops. See, I just ripped. I'm cutting out by hand anyway, just because I really didn't plan on cutting out anything at all. But I wanted to see what kind of beads this guy makes, and to sit here and set up my, my scan and cut to do this one page while you guys are standing there waiting on me is not a reasonable thing. So yeah, so I normally wouldn't, but what I would normally do, because like I said, I don't cut. Gina, do you cut the magazines on your machine, your cutting machine? Because I don't. They're so thin. I usually stack them up and clip them and do them on my guillotine. Is that how you do it, or do you go ahead and do them on your cutter? Just curious. Oh, the cardstock is cheap at AC Moore, Pam? All right, it's time for me to go back to AC Moore and see what's up. I was kind of trying to wait. See, that one got a little wonky, but kind of wait until it... All right, now we're right in the middle of the guy's face, so we're going to roll this one. Once I get this one cut, we're going to roll it. Just to see what it looks like. I was so excited I didn't press hard enough. Okay, we're going to roll the guy. Do you? Okay, so Gina does do hers. All right, you guys got to pick for me what size roller you want me to do this on. So we're doing one strip of magazine paper, so it's going to be pretty thin. I've got a purple, which is a 4mm, which is kind of large. I got a green, which is the smallest roller I have. I'm going to probably recommend that one, but I'm going to let you guys tell me what to do. Green. We got blue, which is the 1/8 inch. We got red, which is a little, it's between the blue and the green. I can never remember the measurements. And then I've got my yellow. So it's like this. It's purple is the largest, then yellow, then blue, then red, then green. So tell me which width you want me to use on this. Blue. Blue's the first answer, so let's do it. Yes, I totally know what you're talking about. Designating a mat just for the magazines because they destroy your mat. Yeah, because they're so thin, and I totally am with you. So, because we have a couple new people on, what you do is you take the wide end of the strip and you slide it in. And I don't know if you guys are new to paper beading or just new to me, but just so that we cover our bases. And then you roll. We'll see how our golf guy looks as a bead. I don't know if I'm liking him so far. There's a lot of white on the edge showing. Maybe because I didn't quite get that one edge cut straight. Maybe we need to do, let's do another strip. We're doing another strip. We're going to cut this because it looks like I was getting sloppy. We're going to try this because I don't want that white on the edge. All right. Make sure I'm on like I'm supposed to be. We're going to cut nice and hard. Okay, perfect. See, I still got a little bit right there. And then this end small, this end large. Okay, we'll make him a little wider this time. Right on his face. Pam, you got the self-healing mat. I need to see if there's one. Is that just the cutting mat or is that for the machines? Because I have one for the, I have a regular self-healing cutting mat, but I don't have one for the scan and cut. All right, there we go. Now it's looking a little nicer. That one end was still a little rough. He's so tiny. Yeah, I think we have some white lines. But it's not terrible. Let me try. I'm going to grab another one from this page. And I'm going to use my glue stick, which I never do. Never use a glue stick. I always use Elmer's, but we're just going to use what we got in front of us so I don't have to go rummaging around. Let's do another one with this page that I did earlier. Okay, that's not, I don't know. I feel like the one edge was still a little rough. So maybe I was getting, part of it is because I was talking while I was cutting. But let's see. Let's do this one. Oop, there's a rip. Oh, thank you, Gina, about the rollers. We try hard. We hand make these rollers here in my house, a little studio at my house. My husband and I do it. He's responsible for putting the pins in and making sure they aren't going to come out on you, which is Gina's pet peeve, right? Pins that come out on you when you are a little rough with them. So that's my husband's job, is to make sure Gina's happy with her pins. And then I do the rest of the work. Okay, there we go. This one looks nice. I like this with the greens and blues. Ooh, look at that. I like that one. You know what's funny, you guys? I actually switch back and forth. Rolling towards me and rolling away from me. I do both. It just depends. I don't know why. I'm what do they call that? Ambirolerous? Instead of ambidextrous. All right. There's the page that had the guy on it. I don't know. It's okay. It's got some green. It's got some blue. It's not terrible. Turbo John. Yes. My husband has a YouTube channel, Turbo John. There we go. Yeah. So I think he came, the guy, you know, he came out okay. Our guy came out all right. Let me try one more. Let's see. This one looks like a good one. This one has some of his shirt and his pants in it, even his hand. Let me try one more with him. Gina. Roller heaven. Yay. We do our best. And then let's also do one with multiple strips. Of course, these I did not size properly, so they might be a little messy. Let's see if I can find enough close together. I like this one. Now, this is like his shirt made a nice little stripe there. And then the sky up here is making it white in the middle. So that's kind of nice. So yeah, you're right, Pam. You just can't never tell, right? You just can't tell what the bead's going to look like until you get it done. Yeah, I like this one. That one's super nice. All right, let's see if I can match any of these up. So when you have these thin strips and you're wanting to make a thicker bead, what you'll have to do is you need to try to get some that are the same width. Like those two green ones, same width. Let's see if this will go. I did pretty good on these. They're not exact, but that's okay. They're pretty close. The more exact they are, the more, well, that one's a little too wide. I think we'll leave that one out. The more exact they are, the better your bead's going to come out. Getting text over here. Let's try this. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, let's see if we can get a couple more. 4 is not enough. Okay, that's a little wide, but I think it'll do. All right, I think that's all we're really going to get. All right, so let's do this. And let's use, oh shoot, did I grab the green? You guys said blue, and I think I grabbed the green. Oh no, did I have the blue? No, I used the blue. Okay. We got the blue here. I think I might have been using the green on that one. You guys said use blue. Sorry about that. Okay. So here we go. And you can kind of see, because they weren't exactly, you're getting a little bit of funkiness, but it's really not bad. I mean, I think this bead will turn out nice. But you see how much thicker it is just because we're using multiple layers of the magazine beads. So that's going to give you, not only is it going to give you that thicker bead, but it's going to give you a different bead shape. Now, if you've got one like this that's going to be poking out, you can glue it down as you're going. I think I just tucked that in. And then what I'm going to do here, let me set this down on the thing. I've got several different, let me roll back. I've got a few different sizes. So I managed to get glue on all of them. And then we'll roll them all together here to glue it down. You can also take any glue, like if you are using regular Elmer's, a lot of times it'll smear. And you can just smear it around to just sort of seal the bead as well. There we go. Now this one has a ton of different colors in it. I kind of like that. Yeah. A little chunkier. So there we go. You never can tell. You would never tell that this is a guy golfing. It cracks me up. With a goat golf caddy, like we saw. If you missed, guys, if you missed it, when this is over, you'll have to rewind. We had a page where the guy was using a goat as a golf caddy. It was hilarious. Yeah, so there we go. So yeah, if you're interested in helping to create some strips to send over to the house, feel free to join the Paper Bead Fanatics group. And as soon as I get off here, I'll go and approve. Ooh, I like this one. We're going to do these. I'll go and approve anybody who's asked to join. And all the information is in there, including the mailing address for where you can send the beads. Or the strips. Sorry, not the beads, but the strips when you get them done. Oh, yeah, there we go. Look, I got 2 on that one. So I feel like it's nice. We have such a nice group of crafters. They have huge hearts. They have very creative and awesome hands. And I love that we can be a part of something like this. We can help people all the way across the world who've had a really tough time of it, who could use a little bit of luck and a little bit of helping hand. And just imagine how those girls will feel knowing that here we are, these Americans, right, who don't always have the best rep with the international community, how these women in America, you know, stopped and took some time and prepared something just for them, so that even with the difficult life they've been having, you know, they could do something that'll bring them a little bit of joy. So I'm excited about it. I don't know about you guys. Yay, it looks like, yay, Gina's excited. I just love this pen. I'm so glad I found these. I can't even tell you. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Look. Okay, give me your opinion. So this one has cologne on it. Do we use it for beads? Oh, it smells very strong. I don't know if I like it. Wait, let me try it again. Okay, it's not bad. I'm getting used to it. Should we do the perfume paper with beads? And then I don't know how long it'll stay on. The beads will smell like perfume. What do you guys think? Has anybody ever made beads out of the perfume pages before? This is a slightly thicker paper than the other paper. You gotta do Johnny. I know, right? Do you remember when he was on 21 Jump Street? Totally aging myself back in the day. So do the perfume. Okay, I'll give him the perfume page. That'll be neat. I don't know how long it's actually cologne. I don't know how long it'll last. Oh, I like the colors on this one too. I like the blue. I might take this one for my one of my collage pages. Let's do that. So I love that blue. But this is nice. It's a full page color. So we'll use it. So this is how I'll be spending a bunch of my time in the next couple of days. This and teaching and bead rolling and filming. I have 2 or 3 videos in the queue. All right, we gotta do, are these swim trunks or boxer shorts? Wait. These are swim trunks. We gotta do the swim trunks. So Pam, you've done the cologne ones or the perfume ones. I figured the smell doesn't last too long, but it's kind of neat. All right, we're doing the boxers or the swim trunks. We're doing the Northern Lights. What is this magazine? Yeah, this was GQ. I was shocked at how many awesome, because we flipped through them when I was going to take the magazines from the physical therapist's office. So this is dark. This is another perfume one. All right, we're taking the perfume one. When I was looking through the bin of magazines, I looked through them because I didn't want to take anything that didn't have a lot of colors in it. And so I was surprised though at GQ. GQ has some beautiful pages. These men got it right. Okay, we'll do the shoes. That's already done. Hey, Melanie. They looked like boxer shorts, didn't they? It said something about swim trunks, but I think they were made to look like boxer shorts. I mean, that's my opinion. Okay, see, now look right here what's happening. So I ran into this last night. So when I've got too many pages in a row, the pieces that are left of the pages are kind of getting in my way of cutting. So you kind of have to make sure you pull them all the way back, or it's going to work you out towards the inner of the page. There we go. So, Gina, so we are sending them cut strips. So we're going to cut the strips for them and send it because Lori is going to take the packs of strips and she is going to kind of tuck them into the open spaces in her luggage. She's got 50 pounds and 2 suitcases, 50 pounds per suitcase. So she's going to have to take, if we can take the strips, here's another perfume one. Why is there so many, there's so many colognes in the GQ magazine? So what I would do, what I'm going to do, my plan anyway, is to go ahead and cut strips and then use the paper to put a little tabs around 2 sides to keep the strips from falling apart, to keep them together so that Lori can just kind of, ooh, that's a good one. Lori can just kind of tuck them in and around other stuff. So I'm going to do all kinds of different sizes so that the girls can see what the different size papers do, like what the different size papers make it look like. All right. Let's get that. Okay, should I do this one? I don't think so, because it's got too much of a block of white. I don't know. Okay, that's like a Pac-Man? Paco Rabanne. Oh, okay. There's more colognes. Like my throat is starting to hurt from the cologne smell. Oh my gosh, 150 magazines is going to be a lot. Yeah, well, and I was thinking, I don't know how much she's going to really be able to fit into her suitcase. But I was thinking she could always just mail the rest of them, like in a box. Even, oh, this is nice. Oh, I think we got this from the other magazine too. That's good. See, because then they'll have 4 pages of the same bead, which means they can have consistent beads for a larger piece of jewelry. Ah, ripped it. The cutter pen is on my website, so you can get it at paperbeadrollers.com. I ordered a bunch of them to have on stock. So paperbeadrollers.com, and the link, oops, I just ripped that. The link is down in the description of this video. Shipping is a flat $3, and if you want to add other stuff in, like the little more cologne, of course, like findings. If you're inside the U.S., all of the light stuff like findings, it's a flat rate for $3. So you could get the pen, throw in some bead caps or anything like that, and still the shipping will just be just $3. So I try to do that because I feel like, as a small business, I can't really afford free shipping for everybody as much as I would love to. But I try to make it, easy and inexpensive to get the stuff you need. Look at this. I bet these will make some nice beads. Oh, pressing too hard and I ripped it. So this is an art. This cutter is definitely an art. You kind of got to learn the feel for it. But there's lots of great pictures of him that all have the same color scheme, which is nice because that means hopefully it will make beads that will go nicely together. They're going to be like, who is this guy? So I noticed if you, I'll have to post the Facebook page of the person who is in charge of the group home. I believe he is a minister or pastor, but they were selling, excuse me, this cologne is really getting to me. Let me take a drink, sorry. They were selling Colombian coffee to raise the funds to build the building for the home. So I don't know if they still are or not, but I'll try to see if I can find that link in case. I'm not a coffee drinker, but if you are a coffee drinker and you wanted to get some Colombian beans, that might be a great source for that. Ooh, look at these colors. This is beautiful. This is Jabuki Young White. There we go. Melanie, you are welcome. Head over there. I pack all of the boxes myself with love. I always write a little note to everybody, and it's fun when you have your own business and you can do stuff like that. Look at this. Look at all these beautiful pictures. I'm telling you, if you want to have a magazine, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. If you want to have a magazine that has some of the best, most colorful images, GQ is the one to go. See, if you have, get a subscription, gift subscription for the man in your life, and don't tell him that you're going to use it all for paper beads when he's done. Oh, look, the other side of this one. Oh, look at that. I'm so excited. Okay. They're going to love this. This is going to make the coolest bead ever. So I'm having trouble getting this flat. I might need to switch sides because just I'm getting towards the end of the magazine and it's harder. I think that's why I was having some trouble. It's because I need to turn it over from the binding and to start cutting on this side. There we go. All right. That is a cool picture. I wonder if this will make a good bead or not. I don't know. Those of you who do magazines a lot, what do you think about this one? I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it for myself and see, because I want to know. So I'm going to flip and do it from this side. I want to know if that's going to make good beads. Because it's very white, but it's got these pops of color. You think that's the best one so far, Pam? Yeah. I'm gonna do that with myself just as a test to kind of see, because like I said, I'm mostly a cardstock girl. I don't use a ton of beads. Oh, look at the green. But I really need to do it more. There we go. Yeah, see, it's working better now. So basically, when I got halfway through the magazine, and this one too, I bet. New Jersey first. When I got halfway through the magazine, I had to start flipping the binding and cutting from the other side of the binding in order to keep a smooth cut. I was really struggling there for a couple minutes, so I figured that out. There we go. Ah, he's riding a frog. Nice. I need to have to read the article to figure it out. So this is a lazy river at Mike Tyson's ranch. Okay. There's some nice purple and white. That ought to go. And this green right here. Both of these. I'm going to take both of these. So I'm probably going to cut these on I have a brand new cutter. It finally arrived, you guys. I don't even have it out of the box yet because it's too heavy for me and I'm waiting. John's going to have to move it to a table. But I got my industrial paper cutter. So you can expect some new products coming out of my Hey, Bev. It's halftime. I know, right? I don't even watch the Super Bowl. How terrible is that? You can expect some new products coming out soon because I have an industrial paper cutter now. Once Turbo John gets it set up for me, we'll be doing some, I think, some boxes, some kits, some nice things like that now that I can cut paper a little faster. The Scan and Cut does cut paper faster. Oh, I'm hitting something here. The Scan and Cut does cut faster when I'm doing projects for myself, but when I'm trying to cut on a massive level, I have found that it is not cool. Oh, this is nice. These are pretty. It is not quite enough to cut enough strips to create a product that I'm going to sell quantities of. So I invested in a, the hat was growing behind him. Wait. Like this one? Was it this one? That is weird. Is that what you mean, Melanie? All of these are very abstract. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing some new stuff. So tell Turbo John, get a move on. Turn on the turbo. Get that paper cutter set up for me. It's sitting in a box right now. It's too heavy for me to move. And then we are going to have a blast, you guys. I've already got my first box planned. And it's going to have some handmade papers in it. Oh, handmade. Oh, the plant. Oh, the plant. You mean this one. Yes. I was just like, oh, green, that'll look great. I'm going to have to go back and piece this together and read this article about Tyson. It looks like it's interesting. Is that a danger when you're cutting out magazines that you get distracted by the actual articles themselves? That's funny. Maybe I should send the rest of the magazines to them because they're going to be like, wait, we want to read the rest of this. Of course, this will be cut when they get it, so they won't get to read it. But yes, Pam, totally. Go cut. I think he posted something today because he's still at the races right now. He went and had a race today. You should post something and be like, hey, get home so you can set up Kelly's paper cutter. He'll be like, what are you people doing? All you people are commenting on my channel. But, you know, he uses my dishes. Like, he took, I don't know how many of you guys use Pampered Chef, but I have these Pampered Chef glass measuring bowls. And he took them and he burned fuel in them. Like, he was showing the different types of fuel and how it burns because of how it works in a car. And he didn't tell me he was going to use my good Pampered Chef glass bowls. But he did, and one of them, he turned completely black. I found out when I saw his video. I'm like, dude, you've got to. And then he used my bread pans to melt lead in. I'm like, yeah. All right. Well, guys, we've been on a little over an hour, so I think I'm going to pack it in. Maybe be downstairs when Turbo John gets home from the race. See how he did. Nicole, yes, it is therapeutic. Do you realize? No, wait. Okay, I was just wrapping it up, but no, we're not wrapping it up yet. Let's do a comparison. Look, if I pull out the old scissors like I used to use, okay, and I try to cut a page out of here, so I'd find the page I want, then I'd have to hold it up, you know, then I'd have to sit here and do da-da-da. You know, I'd be cutting it. Okay, that took forever. And it's all jaggedy on the edge. I mean, like, it took forever. So, yeah. I love that pen. The cutting pen. It's awesome. Yes, he did, you guys. I was just looking at the chat. Yes, he totally did use my Pampered Chef bowls. Yeah, fun stuff. All right. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm so glad. I love doing lives. I love actually getting to talk with you guys. And that's why I started the Facebook group, because, I was doing the tutorials and people were commenting, but I never got to ask questions back, and I never got to, like, I'd find something new and I'd be like, oh, I want to tell somebody, but I had no way of telling you. I had to go make a video to tell you. So that's kind of why I started the Paper Fanatics Facebook group, because it just allows us to get to know each other better and kind of see what we're working on. So please go over there. The link is in the description below for the Paper Fanatics Facebook group. Come join us over there. And yeah, other than that, I will see you on the next live. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys.